Alright, so what has Red Clay Traveler been up to since the AMC 20 cover? Well, I've been jacking around with the CJ5. That's what I've been up to. What have you been up to? I've been jacking around with the CJ5. Let me show you what we've been doing. And I'm aware the shop is a mess. Yes, I know. I know. It's my fault. You can blame me. It's usually my fault. Anyway, well, we got the gas tank put back into place right there. That was enjoyable. I almost went blind because of the sheer amount of sand, dirt, gravel, grit, tears, and gasoline that got into my eyes. Like about 24 hours, and just now can I like see without crying. So that was cool. I enjoyed that. I'm not sure if it was the gas or what, but I did get a heaping helping of sand into my left eye, which was really cool. And it happened in like the last 5 minutes. Anyway, before we put the tank in, we put this panel back in the floor. It was really, this metal's extremely thin. So it doesn't weld good, and on top of that, it's got a layer of, like 3 layers of paint, some Bondo, and some like Rhino liner over it. And I don't care. I just wanted it like loosely put back into place. So that's what we did. We just crudely welded it back into place. It's a hell of a lot better than having just an open patch. I might clean this floor back here and just like Rhino line it again or something to hide this a little bit. But honestly, I really don't. It's not a show Jeep, okay? I'm not going to, you know, the Haggerty auction or Barrett Jackson or anything with it, so I just wanted the patch back in the floor. Another really cool thing about this is apparently this Jeep really wants like a substantial amount of fuel in the gas tank, because when I put the gas tank back in, I couldn't get it to draw fuel up to the carb for anything. And so first I thought I'd hook the gas lines wrong, which is impossible because the gas lines are 2 different sizes. You have a return and the main fuel line, and they're 2 different sizes, so it's stupid proof. So I knew I didn't hook it wrong, but I went back and checked again. It was not hooked wrong. I messed around up there. I thought the line was blocked, blew air through it, messed with it. And I thought it had more than enough gas in it, because when I picked it up to put it back underneath there, it felt like it had enough gas in it, but apparently not. Apparently it had like just enough to run prior to when I took it out. So poured a little bit more gas in it, and oh my goodness, it gets fuel to the carburetor. So that was an exercise in futility that I thoroughly enjoyed. My brother enjoyed it. I look forward to it happening again. Anyway, so now it's drawing fuel on its own. Gas tank's back in, rear differential's got oil in it, front differential's got oil in it. The cover doesn't appear to be leaking yet. Hopefully it won't, at least for a couple weeks. Now I need to drain the transmission transfer case. I'm going to pop this master cylinder. I'm going to pop it off, and because I think I need a master cylinder that will work with disc brake in the front, because that master cylinder was for dual drum. This has got disc brake on the front. I'm not sure what kind of kit he used, or if he just got them off of CJ5 or where he got them from, so I need to look at that, because that dictates what master cylinder get. They're the same price. I just don't want to put the factory master cylinder in and it not give enough brake fluid to the disc brakes, because they need more fluid to move the calipers and everything. So I found one on there that is supposedly for a CJ5 with disc brakes with a 2-bolt caliper. So I need to pull the wheel off and assess what has been done to the front brakes before I order this master cylinder. Once I do that, I'll order the master cylinder, put it back on, and then I need to get a proportioning valve to get the rear brakes hooked up. And then then we'll go from there. At what point I need to get an alternator, because this alternator is just starting to scream. It's not happy. Also probably should put some bolts in the radiator before it shoves itself into the fan and dies. So we're going to see about popping this master cylinder off. I've even got a real brake line wrench. I'm not sure what size it is. I even got real ones. Instead of just rounding the bolts off, I've even got real ones. So we'll see what size this is. Let's see. Try to do this without snapping the brake line. Because these are real big, brake lines are real big on twisting, and when you turn the nut, which is always a lot of fun. This brake line's not great, but it's not fully dead yet, so we're going to try to get some more use out of it if we can. I need to get something to catch this brake fluid in. Come on, go back on. There we go. It's so nice when you have the correct tool for something. Like an actual brake line wrench, and not one made in Bangladesh, like a real one. It's actually kind of cool. I'm not used to it. These are old Williams, which Williams tools have been around forever. They're owned by Snap-on now, I think. But this is a Williams Super Wrench made in America. It's not an ancient wrench, but it's an older Williams. It's probably after Snap-on bought them, but either way, I like Williams stuff. I really like Cornwell tools. Like a lot of my ratcheting wrenches and stuff. If I'm gonna buy like really nice tools, I'm gonna buy Cornwell, but I've got some Snap-on. I've got some Mac sockets, like deep impact sockets, and Matco. So, but whenever I've sought out like name brand tools, I've always bought Cornwell, which I don't buy them new. I buy them off of eBay or buy them at different places, but I try to buy complete sets so that they all match and I can keep up with them, so it's nice. Let's see here. Give us something to catch brake fluid in. Maybe all of it leaked out. I know a lot of it did, but no, there's still plenty in there. So I'm gonna put this somewhere where it might catch some of that crap. Brake fluid is not something you want to get in your eyes or on your skin if you can help it. You don't want to get it on the paint of your CJ5. You don't want to get it on much of anything because the shit's pretty toxic and it will eat paint, it'll eat your face, it'll do all that kind of stuff, so. It's exceptionally tight. Like I say, it's probably been on there since before I was born, so. Should be able to slide the push rod, just pull it out of the end of it. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know why it wouldn't, but I'm sure it'll be something cool. So. That, or it's got a must have a nut on the other side of it. And of course it does. Yay. Alright, let me find a stupid wrench. Alright, let's see if that'll hold on to anything. Maybe, if we do it real slow. Oh, it worked. Cool. Alright. Try to do the same thing again. Bam. Well, the push rod's not coming out of it, which is neat. I was hoping that it would come out, but I don't know. This might be a different design. I don't know. Some stuff it comes out, other stuff it doesn't. I don't know. Alright. I can't get the camera in there to show you, but basically the push rod goes through the firewall, attaches to the pedal. It's got a cotter pin on it, so I'm going to see if I can't pull that out, pop it off the pedal, and then pull it through the firewall and see what the hell is going on with this master cylinder, because I would like to drive it. I've been doing a lot of crap to it. I would like to be able to take it up into the mountains at some point and drive it. Oh, look at me slapping the camera around. You don't want the Blair Witch Project. Forgive me. All right. Let me see what we can do here. And of course the cotter pin broke off in it with just enough in the way to where it won't slide off. So I love that, basically. That's what I'm saying. God forbid it just break off flush. Ow, thank you. There we go. Oh. Ha-ha. Let me show you. Let me show you what we're dealing with. All right. So here we go. A lot of stuff, this push rod comes out of the end here. So that's kind of why I was hoping that it would, but this one's held in with a snap ring or something, it looks like. But this master cylinder has seen far, far better days. So, get us a new one. thing's held on for serious. Oh, this one's 9/16. Of course it is. Why would they all be the same size? Damn, I didn't want this alternator going nowhere. Tell you. I might as well get an extra fuel pump, because if I ever take it out in the mountains, you know that's going to be the first thing that fails. Whenever you're way away from anything, be it your fuel pump or your water pump, and neither one of those things can you just kind of manufacture on the side of the trail. So there we go. There we have it. There's our Delco Remy GM 1-wire. Ooh, it feels shitty. This thing's making all kinds of noises, like a high-pitched, I don't know, it sounds almost like air sucking, like I thought it was a vacuum line sucking air, but it's not. It's this Alternator. It's pretty small too. It's not a very big one, which is interesting. But they got it set up with the, you can't see it of course, but they had it set up like this, which honestly may not be that bad. I don't know. Of course, all these wires are frayed and cut up real bad, so I'll probably cut these off and do it like I did on my 49 wheelies. I've got a video on that when I put a GM 1-wire on my 49 wheelies truck. I'll probably just do it that way. But we're going to need some charging action when we're up in the mountains. Plus, I'm going to put a winch on the front of this thing. So, it probably wouldn't hurt to get an alternator that can actually charge. Maybe a little bit higher amp to keep this battery charged up if I ever do need to use the winch. Which I'm sure that I will need to use the winch. But this thing looks like it's seen better days. So, of course, I don't hear nothing rattling in it. It just feels real loose and weird. Alright, so we got alternator off, master cylinder off. Let's see. I need to configure. I've gotten a lot of comments on Facebook and stuff about the way I've got this fuel filter ran. So I really need to, and they're right, I believe they're right. So I need to mount this vertical, because one of those lines, this line right here, is the return line. And with it mounted like this, your fuel's coming out of your fuel pump, running into your filter, and some of it's just running straight back to the tank while some of it goes to your carb. So I need to turn this upright like this, basically. So, and this fuel line, this is just trash. I hate this stuff. course, it's going to try to dump fuel everywhere. Everything in here is flammable, y'all. Everything. We got zip ties holding the crap together. It never hurts to bring some fuel line. Just say like the hard line cracked on this Jeep. If you're out there in the woods just getting it and your fuel line cracks, it never hurts to have 10 or 15 feet of fuel line with you. That way you can at least rig a fuel line from the gas tank to the carburetor, to the fuel pump, in case that was to happen. Because you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy calling people like, "Hey, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Can you come get me?" You don't want to be that guy. All right? Don't be that guy. Stop it. Stop. There we go. There we go. Don't be that guy. Yeah, this crap is like extremely flimsy. I only know that it is fuel line. Whatever it is, it sucks. So I'm gonna steal some fuel line off the forward control. I don't think it'll mind. Let's see. I'm not crazy about the fuel touching the valve cover like that though. I've heard stories about that. Cause vapor lock and stuff. That's still a little better than it was. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. Plus we got some movement in that, which really shouldn't be there because that's the easiest way for that line to crack, is all that movement like that. But that's better than it was. So all right, well, we got 3% battery left. Got the master cylinder off. Got the alternator off. Effed with the fuel filter, fuel line. I'm going to get that crap here in the next few days, throw that stuff back on. Do a little more stuff. I don't know that I'm going to film all of it. Every video has been about the CJ5. I'm getting tired of it. You're probably getting tired of it. So I'm going to switch off the CJ5 for a little while. And I've got some stuff I want to do to those Willys trucks. They're sitting outside the shop here. I'll film some of that stuff. Plus, I know I keep saying it, I've got to go back to Virginia. So you'll see that too. And then if I got, give the CJ5 a break for a minute. It doesn't deserve all the spotlight. Plus, on Sunday, I'm going to get my 49 Willys truck. Jubal is going to return. And when Jubal returns, we're taking him back up to the mountains. So that'll be another video. Willys Gone Wild Part 2. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been really missing that truck. So until then, until later, until the next video, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, tell your friends, share the content. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the support, everything like that. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you all shortly.